And welcome in to the taco truck. Welcome into the YouTube channel. We're going to try something new. We're going to try something new here. If you are here, hit that subscribe button. If you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments section. Let's get into the first few Master League battles that we're going to be throwing on here today. And hopefully we'll get an upload a day. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully 5. But anyways, let's head on over. Let's just get right into these Master League battles where I'm going to be using the team that I've actually ran the last couple of seasons. It's going to be Machamp, Snorlax, and Metagross. I didn't have a Metagross for a while. Before I had Metagross, I would usually plug in Gyarados or Dragonite in the back. Dragonite for the most part. So I started out with Machamp, Snorlax, Dragonite, and then in the last couple seasons have changed the Dragonite to Metagross. But let's go ahead and get into a couple of these battles from my stream last night over on twitch.tv/taco33433 if you want to see some live battles. And you are right, I am smurfing. My account currently is going to be level 6, but that's just because I started late. Was waiting on a new phone to arrive. And we've got about 2 or 3 good battles here. You can see the chat flowing, and let's get right into it. Going to be battling against Mang Yiko in this first battle. Going to be leading the Machamp into the Dragonite. So with this team, if you see a Dragonite, you want to be swapping out after one counter into the Snorlax. Same thing with Togekiss. You want to try to get the Charm onto the Snorlax. And then you're going to go straight into a Body Slam here. The opponent makes a great switch there into the Rhyperior. And he does catch the Body Slam. So as you can see, it may be rank 6, but we do run into people who are playing alts. This might have been one, which is why we are going to show this battle here. And we're going to go into the next charge move. They are charged. They have quite a bit of energy here. They swapped in. Not quite sure what to see here. Figured it'd be Surf or Superpower. It is Surf. And that will allow me to charge up a little bit more energy. Going to be getting up to the double Superpower. We are going to launch the first one. Let's see if they do shield on the other side. The Rhyperior is in a pretty bad spot at this point because of the energy I have on the Snorlax. Not going to be able to do a whole lot. And we do get out both of these superpowers. The Rhyperior, I think, makes a mistake here not launching the Surf. And they do end up just double shielding and going for a full farm down. So a lot of energy on the Rhyperior, but if you remember, he led into my Machamp. So in having seen him with Surf, I assume he's got Rock Wrecker. So Metagross is actually pretty safe here to take a charge move, but I'm pretty sure, I'm just thinking farm down here. I'm fine double shielding. We could even take a Surf. And then we get Earthquake. So we didn't expect the Earthquake. That kind of came out of nowhere. But now we're in the same spot. So it's a good thing we didn't throw the Metagross in there and let that take an Earthquake. But for the most part, it's pretty rare. For this to have Surf, Earthquake is odd. If you're going to run Earthquake, would definitely be running Superpower. So maybe it's just a moveset from one of the older seasons. And we're going to be taking the Rhyperior down. And now what we have here, luckily he brings in his Metagross here. You're going to see a specific play here, though. I'm going to undercharge the Earthquake here on this Metagross on purpose. We're going to stop hitting bubbles there. I probably could have left a few more because we can farm some of the energy down. We don't need to Excellent it. We can get ourselves a little bit more energy to go after the Dragonite coming back in. So Dragonite's going to come in here with Dragon Claw and a little bit of energy. Dragon Claw is not going to do very much damage to us. We actually could take 2 Dragon Claws. And this Dragonite is going to struggle to take our 1 Meteor Mash. We still do have a shield as well. So this Dragonite is going to be taking a lot of damage here from this Meteor Mash. Just about KO'd. We're going to be able to farm it down. And then again, that essentially dead Metagross is going to come back in. He swapped it out with one attack left. So it was calculated. And as you can see, the undercharge really worked well here. I mean, you make sure that you leave it with less life than yours. And either way, we get the energy for another Meteor Mash. I don't think we ended up even using that last shield, huh? Just farmed up the energy, played it just right. That was a great win right there. That was not a rank 6 player. That was definitely somebody on an alt account who's probably a rank 9 or 10. That was a great game by them. So we get a close win there, a close win. And we're going to be launching into another battle here. And it's going to be up against XX, Taz, and Machamp into Machamp. This is one of my favorite matchups here because the majority of players are using Cross Chop. And this creates a mental game. You have the same mental game with Swamperts, where you're going to see myself throw a charge. Essentially, they're expecting, their Cross Chop's not going to KO, so they don't think my close combat's going to KO. But then the close combat lands, and the Machamp is off the playing field. In with the Gyarados, I'm thinking about swapping into the Snorlax there, but I do have quite a bit of life. I can definitely get the Rock Slide. On hindsight, I should have swapped out to the Snorlax there. I think that would have been a better play here. Save the Machamp. But yeah, we could have swapped out a little earlier. Okay, so we do get the swap in. And now let's see how this plays out. So the Gyarados is going to be staying in. And they are going to throw the Crunch, which makes me wonder if they have Aqua Tail, because you should be going Aqua Tail. You should be going with that stab damage into the Snorlax. But this battle's off to a really nice start here. Going to be getting these shots through the Gyarados coming through here with another. Now comes the Aqua Tails, which is what we expected from the start. I actually think had this Gyarados used Aqua Tail instead of Crunch the first time, he would have been able to get another Aqua Tail onto my Snorlax. The ratio is pretty even when it comes to Body Slam, Aqua Tail. Gyarados is going to be winning CMPs if it ever runs into that. But he threw the Crunch. He wasted a little bit of energy, which helps me. And as you can see here, we've got one Pokemon left, and he does bow out. I would assume that he had a Metagross in the back. And that is going to be all for those matchups. I was pretty happy with how that played out on those two. We have one more to feature here, and we're going to be getting right into it against the opponent, Ire Seguin 91 here. I really enjoy the Machamp lead. The Machamp lead's really versatile. People don't expect it. And we're going to be leading it into a Snorlax here. So the reason why I'm actually showing some of the leads that I win is because the team's harder to play when you win a lead. And so now we have Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr is one of the best things against my line of three. Metagross, Machamp, as well as the Snorlax in the middle. Conkeldurr is just very good. But the minute the so I actually didn't need to swap there. Was not expecting the Conkeldurr to no shield. But we did. So I was really surprised on the no shield. The Snorlax comes back in because he's seen my Machamp. And so now we've got ourselves into an interesting spot here. The Conkeldurr and the Snorlax have come on the playing field. We don't know the other Pokemon. We assume it's probably Dragonite or Metagross. Would be the most popular picks. Probably Metagross. Snorlax going to be getting into another charge move here. So I was really lucky to take out the Conkeldurr there. Had he actually shielded, would have made life a lot harder for me because I'm running close combat, and the Conkeldurr actually gets to Dynamic Punch around a similar time, and if it ever gets ahead in energy, then you're really in trouble. So he takes out my Metagross there with the superpower. He's going to allow me a very small amount of farm here on the Machamp. I could have done less damage. The Metagross comes in that we know is there. Again, if you look at the two Pokemon you see, if you look at the leads alone, you have a pretty good idea in Masters what's going to be coming behind. So really important to game plan for the Pokemon in the back. We game planned this Machamp for the Metagross in the back, and it is going to work out pretty well. We get one shield with the Rock Slide. We're going to be going into our Snorlax because we want to save the close combat. It's our biggest hitting move. Much rather get a shield here with the Snorlax. And we also just kind of wanted to flex. So we're going to be taking a Meteor Mash there. We don't need to really mess around here. Going to be throwing up our first shield. This Metagross had a ton of energy saved up, but we are going to threaten KOing it right away. He just has one shield, and the licks are going to add up. Able to take many more Meteor Mashes than Machamp can, and we are just going to lick it down, store up this energy, and throw it into his Snorlax when it comes back onto the playing field. Looking it all the way down, that was pretty calculated, and it worked out pretty well. That was Very calculated. Snorlax going to be throwing the body slam here just about. And that is going to bring this game to a close. Take out the Snorlax, tap down the last HP. You can see me dancing around. We're feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. And another great finish there. 3 nice wins. We actually had a 5-0 set there. We didn't play great yesterday, though. We had 17 wins and 8 losses, which is not great at rank 6. The couple days before, it was usually between 20 and 22 wins. So thank you very much for watching. And until next time, keep tapping. Good luck on your Master League battles.